Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we have Abby back on the channel. You guys have been asking about her and wanting to see her. So we are doing her hair today. We have not done anything to it since the last video of hers where we took her back to blonde. If you have not seen that, I will leave a link for that video right up here if you want to watch that. So today we have lots of things going on. In the last video, I did a shadow root on her, and then we did blonde on her ends. So it has been, what do we say, 5 months?
Yeah.
5 months since we've done color on her.
That's a long time.
So she has 5 months of her virgin hair, and then there's a band there that is where I did the shadow root. It was like a level 5. So we have to lighten all of her hair and lighten that band, and because she has so much regrowth, I have to go in and apply lightener to like this much of her hair and leave like half an inch of her regrowth, because I'm not going to apply this all over on her scalp very first thing. I'm going to wait, apply it to everything else, wait till that lifts, and then go back in and apply the lightener to her scalp. The end goal is to get her pink. So I wanted to make 2 separate videos, one about the lightening process and how I'm going to be removing color from her hair and lightening her, and then another video where we dye her hair pink. We are going to be using Clairol Kaleido colors. Sally Beauty didn't really have a lot of bleach options. They were out of a lot of things, and this was like the only thing we really saw, so we grabbed this. So I'm going to be using this on her band that she has. And then when it's time to go in and apply on her roots, I'm going to be using the Pravana Pure Light lightener. This is our favorite, and she has a very sensitive scalp if you did not know that. So it's better for her scalp. And she has a tiny bit of this left over, so I'm going to go ahead and use this when it comes to her roots. When I start applying the lighteners to the band, I'm going to be using 30 volume because her hair is dark and there's previous color on there. When I go back in on her root area, I will be using the Pravana lightener, and I'm only going to be using 10 volume. I'm going to go ahead and mix this up according to like manufacturer's directions. It'll probably be 1:2 ratio or 1:1.5 ratio. Here is the before. As you can see, her regrowth is all the way down to here. And then where this little gold area is right here, that's where the color was. Normally, if someone had previous color on their hair right here, I would use foils to incubate, and so that way it lifts better. But you can see here, this used to be a level 5, and now it's like a level 7, 8 golden. So I'm not going to use foils because it's so light and faded. It's been 5 months, so a lot of that color has already washed out. So I'm not going to be using foils today, but normally if someone had dark permanent or demi-permanent color right here, I would use foils. New cape. Look at this, guys. Look at this. So I'm going to apply this like this and leave half an inch at her roots. And once I get this applied all over, I'll go back in, remix with the 10 or 20 volume, and then just go back in and just touch up her roots. But for now, we're gonna focus on this band right here, and we're gonna be very careful not to overlap on her ends because they will literally fall to the floor if we do that. So we have to be careful right here when feathering in to make sure not to overlap on all of this.
Oh my baby, got me staring at you. So I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me? We won't stop, got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me. I can take you down for a ride. I take you around my life. Jaywalking, crosswalking, lip locking, but you, I know it, you know it, we make it. So I'm crazy. Oh my baby, got me staring at you. So I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me? We won't stop, got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me.
So as I was applying the lightener, I had forgotten that I had balayaged down some darker pieces throughout her ends. So as you can see, like right here is a darker piece, right here is darker. This is looking really good. It's like a level 8. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix up the second batch of lightener with 10 volume, apply it on her roots all over, and then just drag it down on the pieces that have color further down on her ends.
We climb the greatest heights, jump down and have a fight, and that's all we'll ever like, but that can never change my mind. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's uneasy. I wouldn't have it another way. There's no other way. When it hurts like this, ever like, beat it, ever like, ever like, ever like, beat it, ever like, when it hurts like this, ever like, ever like, ever like, when it hurts like this. We hold each other high, but we fall 1,000 times. But I'd never say goodbye or ever leave this stuff behind. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's uneasy. I wouldn't have it.
All right, I got everything applied. I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit for 10 minutes. Basically, we're just waiting for that little band that had color on it to lift all the way. It's like at a level 8 right now. So once it hits like a level 9 or 10, we'll go ahead and rinse. I'm gonna guess that's gonna be around 10 minutes. So after the timer goes off, I'll check it and hopefully it'll be light enough. If not, we'll leave it on another 5 minutes and I'm sure that that will take care of it. Hopefully I got all of the darker pieces because that was like a struggle, is making sure that I got every piece that had dark color on it. Yeah, I had to be super careful and make sure I got everything without overlapping it on her other blonde ends. It was very difficult. I'm gonna let this sit and I'll see you guys in a little bit. We're back. Here is how her hair turned out. It actually did a pretty good job for 5 months of regrowth and also having a colored band on there. So here is how it turned out. There is still a tiny bit of a band there, and if it were up to me and we had time, I would go back in with 10 volume just on that band all over her head in like foils. But she's on a time crunch, so it's all right. We're still gonna be able to do the color and everything's gonna be fine. I would just prefer if it was all one uniform color, but for the most part, it did a really good job. We wound up leaving the lightener on 20 minutes. I checked it every 5 minutes. She would come back and I would check to see if she needed more time. So here is how her hair turned out. We are getting ready to dye it pink, so stay tuned for that video. That is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and until next time, guys, stay weird. Bye.